let's talk about heavyweights for a minute. I know we had Fury, White coming up. We had Wilder, Fury 3. What did you think about Wilder Fury 3? A lot of people have, hey, it was the greatest fight, very good fight, back and forth, very emotional. What's your take on it, KP?
All the things you just said, it was.
Right.
It was all of that, man. And I know Deontay since the amateurs. Way back with him. I was at his first professional fight, pro debut. As soon as he came out of the ring, he came over to me and was talking to me after the fight. And I cannot say at that moment that I knew he was going to go on to win the championship and defend it as many times as he did. I did not know that. But
right.
I did know that he was fighting with purpose. He was fighting with passion because he was doing this for his daughter. Remember that.
Right, absolutely.
We had already seen that in the amateur system. We had already seen him, sharing that story at such an early point in his boxing career. So I was actually at all 3 fights. Woo! Yeah.
Man.
All of them.
That's a lot of excitement.
Yeah, all of them are exciting and draining and exciting and draining, and you're fighting right there with him. And the last one, it's not in the way I wanted. I'm rooting for this dude. I'm yelling for this dude. I'm cheering for him. I feel, tied into him for so many years. And so it's very emotional, And he went out on the shield. That's the way he wanted to go. I cannot fault a man who says, "This is who I am. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm going to show you this is who I am."
Right.
I respect that 1,000%. I still have to shake my head because I see him going down, and that's like, shit.
Now
I saw it. I was right there, and I saw it. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that 11th round was, because you could tell he was drained.
Yeah.
Do you think he was overtrained, maybe?
No, here's my take on overtrained.
Okay.
I don't knock no coaches, and everybody is in this to win this, and everyone has the same mindset. They want their guys to be a champion. I don't believe that you can overtrain. If I'm over here lifting these weights and this muscle starts to hurt,
right,
I'm going to stop. Continuing to train it and it's hurting. Now, I'm not talking about I know what the pain feels like just because I'm lifting. I'm talking about there's something else going on here that's hurting my actual muscle or hurting my shoulder or hurting my back. I feel a pain that's different from a workout pain. No one overtrains. Everyone stops there. If you're running and your coach says run 10 miles, well, obviously you got a goofy coach. You shouldn't be running 10 miles.
Right.
Most fighters just ain't gonna do it anyway, right? But if you're running and you start to feel something and your ankle hurts or something, everyone, unless you just, a 8-year-old kid or 5-year-old kid, everyone's gonna stop. Even a kid's gonna stop.
Right.
It's just natural. It's common nature, common sense to say, hey, something's wrong. I have to stop. So I don't believe that guys overtrain. Right?
Right.
Either your coach's eyes and his training habits and his beliefs in training will stop you from doing that, or you as a fighter are going to feel something that doesn't feel natural to you or feel good to you, and you're going to stop, or someone else in your camp who is around you is going to stop the situation. It's going to happen. No one makes it this far to these high levels and not know that there's a place that you should stop at.
Right.
So I don't believe in guys saying that they overtrained. That's not a belief for me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're overtraining and now that hurts. I want you to keep doing this. I can't. It hurts.
Right.
Well, I want you to keep hitting this bag. My hand is hurting. I can't keep hitting it. No, keep hitting the bag. No, my hand is, okay, we're going to get it checked out. We went to get the hand checked out. Now we have to take the time to recover and take the time to make sure that you're not injured, because we can't take a chance on hurting ourselves in this fight or messing this fight up. No one's going to overtrain. It's just not going to happen. Not when you get to these levels. Right?
Gotcha.
Anyone that tells me that, I question trainers, I question fighters, I question the people in the camp, who's helping with recovery, who's helping with nutrition, who's helping with diet. Who's the wife? Your wife didn't notice something was wrong with you? She's going to notice something, right?
Right.
There's going to be people around you that's going to say, hey, something ain't right there. So I'm not a fan or a believer in that. So I don't believe that was it at all. Tyson is a great fighter. He is actually a great fighter. The first time I came in contact with Tyson was 2006 in the Junior World Championships in Morocco. And I got Mike Hunter fighting him over there at 18.
Yeah.
This is what these guys were doing. Tyson's been raised to be a champion for a long time. He's named after Mike Tyson at birth. His dad named him after Mike Tyson. He comes from a family of fighters. Deontay played basketball and other sports and did other things. He's from Alabama. Roll Tide, right?
Right.
There's other things going on. There's football, there's basketball, there's things going on, and boxing is not one of the top things. Tyson was born into that. He's a great fighter, and the advantages that you have when you're born into something like that may supersede when you fight an athlete, when you fight a guy that's athletic who came from other sports. That experience factor means a lot.
Then you are absolutely right. He's drilled to do one thing, not many things, unlike Deontay, basketball, football, athlete that learned boxing ability but never mastered the boxing ability, versus a guy that's only knew boxing. So I definitely understand that.
Yeah, you got a guy that boxes in his sleep compared to a guy that, actually kind of went to a school to learn how to box.
Right.